Hi guys, good evening everyone. It's April 8th, 2020 and today we are going to go live again and we're going to discuss our stock market for today and see how the market performed as well as your favorite stocks. Alright, let me know if my audio is okay. If not, just ping me and so we can fix it right away. In the meantime, let's give our friends a few minutes so that they can start joining. Say hi if you'd like to uh, also be recognized. I'd like to invite our friends over at our Facebook page. Okay, so while we wait for everyone, let's take a look at our trending stocks. Okay, so these are the stocks that trended. So we had Dito, Web, GFC, of course the index, Pure Gold, URC, BDO. Okay, looks like these were the stocks we reviewed yesterday. Now let's take a look at each one. Okay. Okay, so let's pull up our tools now. We're ready. If this is your first time, just to give you an idea what we do here, we talk about the stock market and we go through each stock that we see here on our list and we discuss the chart. So most of our insights really are derived from the technical analysis that we execute using our indicators. I'm using Bollinger Band, RSI, and of course I pair it with the volume, and that's where we base our insights from. Okay, alright, so this is not a good story. We are seeing a possible decline for our index, meaning looks like this is just a slight overshoot of our resistance. We were thinking of, yeah, we thought that it will sustain at this level, but selling pressure happened. I'm thinking it might potentially challenge this area again as our nearest support right over here, which is just in line with your MA20. And also selling, foreign selling has dominated in today's market. So that means we might even see this go back to the 5,000 level, 5,300 level. And what it indicates is that there's a big possibility that the other stocks are also going to have the same direction in the coming days. Okay, so tomorrow I think is a holiday. I I think there's no market. Yeah, it's a Holy Week, so it looks like we are going to resume on Monday. Okay, how's our audio? Now let's take a look at the stocks here. Okay, so as you see, most of the stocks here that are on the highly traded stocks, they're mostly part of the index. And notice the red candlestick today also resulted in a red candlestick or red result for most of the blue chip companies. So let's go through each one. Okay, so for BDO, I think we are going to just see first if it will stabilize in this level, seeing that we are currently moving within this range. There was a slight increase, but we right away knew that it will most likely not sustain because we're very near our MA20 line, and you know MA20 is acting as a resistance here, right? And it also stopped at just the area we're looking at for our support level. So I think it will just stabilize here first before it moves up. This one, on the other hand, was a heavy sell-off that happened. So I'm thinking we might go back here. Not sure here or here. Let me just do a Fibonacci retracement. Let's use that to really identify which area it could potentially drop. Okay, so we are sitting right at the 0.5 level. Okay, so if it will dip, the next area that we consider as our support level would be our 55.32 to be exact. So that's the next possible support. So if it goes lower than that, I don't feel confident anymore. It might have some more movements downwards. Okay, so that's probably an area you can closely monitor. 120 for JFC. Okay, so this is crucial because we said that, you know, when a stock goes gap up or gap down, it will potentially go back. Now, the situation on Monday is a make or break situation. And the reason why I said that is because currently this is an area of resistance. We just filled the gap. So if the price starts much higher than 120 and most of the action happens to the upside, that means we have successfully broken the resistance level. Otherwise, if we go red, and some people will take profit because some have already entered in this space. See this level where you had a lot of volume right here? People have already accumulated a volume. So let us say you entered in that area. You already gained how much? Let's say here. That is already a 24% increase. So just in case, all right, just in case people will take profit, I suggest you use this 101.8 as the next possible support, and that could already be a good area to enter. ICT, you are still experiencing some rejection over here for 2 straight days. That is a rejection. And currently we are looking at a 69.6 as our support level. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 times that price level was hit, and there's a bounce happening in that area. Ali, this is a sign of weakness. The doji actually was already a start. It gave us that's a level where the market is really undecided. The moment you see a doji somewhere at the resistance area or at the support area, that could potentially indicate a change in direction. So far for the previous days, we were moving to the upside. Now we ended with a doji, then that signifies that the next move would potentially go down. But where could it stop? I'm thinking the nearest area to watch out and monitor would be 30.16. Okay, 30.16 is the next possible support that we have here. Okay, next, SMPH. SMPH is also giving us a sign of weakness. We're sitting at the MA20 line, so I'm not sure, maybe if there's a slight movement downwards, that would just be right in at this area. Okay, right at this level. Okay, because we've already crossed the MA20 level, and so if it retraces, the nearest area would be that, because there was some accumulation that happened here, and if that breaks, then we have to draw a line once again underneath that. But for now, I'd want us to closely check and monitor 27.9 level. Overall, we have started to recover, and it's just a breathing space for SMPH. It's not also good to have like drastic drop or drastic increase in price, because um, that would definitely trap a lot of investors buying it at a high level and then only to decline so fast. It's not good. URC. Okay, so for URC, I think people are just locking in some profit here. Okay, but this one, we are sitting at a resistance area. There you have it. Very obvious lines here. In several days, people have been taking profit in this area, and then each time that price hits this level, it rejects. So this one could potentially go down for a bit, and let's use MA20 as the next possible support or area of bounce. 108.41. Okay, SM. SM, hold on. For SM, you are also sitting at the resistance area. This one actually slightly higher. So you're very near, super near your resistance. So that's the resistance that we see. So this means that the next possible movement would be a retracement. And I'd like us to use this level as the next area to monitor. Okay, 787.13, which is very near your MA20 line. So it looks like this will respect the MA20 movement. Yeah, very obvious right here. There's a support, and a previous support will now become a resistance. So if it dips, the next area would be 787.13. Oh, MBT, we are correct again with our analysis. So this one will still be revisiting the the support area we have plotted, and so far your RSI is also still showing an upward direction here. So my take, I just have a feeling that it will just retain in this level. I hope it doesn't break that anymore. Otherwise, that's not a good story. But for several days, we are just very, very near this level, which is a four peso movement for how many weeks now? Okay, JGS. JGS is also giving us some signs of weakness. This is the resistance that we have. So we were not able to sustain it. There was a slight increase, or we landed above the MA20 line, which is good, but we were not able to sustain it. That's the downside of things. Now, where could it fall next? So I want us to check this out. Could be here. Yeah, 50.47 level. So guys, whenever I plot a support and a resistance, don't be very particular with the actual price, because we know that it could be slightly higher or slightly lower than that. So you still have to observe the market if you're looking at this in a trader's mindset. Okay, so always make room for a slight increase or slight decrease in that level that I have plotted there. AC is also giving us some bearish candlestick today. So this is the resistance that I have, which is very near. Also this one, you had a gap up, so there's a big chance that it will revisit that. So if you want, the next possible support is right at this level. So this is your resistance, this is your support. So if you want, you can wait for it to drop at the 447.90 level before you enter, because I see that it will still go down. Hi, Ruben. Some advice for fruit. Okay, fruit here is giving us signs of weakness. I think it will rest for a few days, but the next support that I see, in case it drops, will just be at the MA20 level. Okay, because we have observed an area of consolidation here for several days. The price is giving us some messages around 1.15 level. Also used to be a resistance here. So just in case you are interested in getting in the stock, wait for it, as it might rest for a while. So I think from 1.33, the lowest it can go is 1.15. So, but it all depends. It depends on you. If you'd like to enter halfway, that and you feel that that's already a cheap level, it's still your call. Just make sure to monitor it if you're trading this stock. Alrighty, 1.15 is our support that we can see at the moment. Okay, we talked about AC. We talked about AP. AP also gave us a decline. Guys, it will most likely revisit your 26.16 level. Okay, so that is your support. I think we are going to drop for a few peso more. Around 26. We're actually very near. Okay, so you can check that out. And just cut loss early if in case it negates our assumptions. But this one, I feel that it will just respect your ME20 and then bounce again to the upside. TEL is also resting. Let's see if we can catch it at the MA20 level, which is your 1042.57 area. So if it will drop, enter right here. Okay, Morocco. Could this be a bounce already? It's possible, right? Especially because you're very near. You're not that far from the bottom right here, but I think we have already reached the bottom for this, which is already at 36%. Wow. So if you want to give it a try, I'd say this. I think we have just reached a possible area of bounce here. If I use the Fibonacci retracement from here to here, okay, which is exactly the point here. Okay, so looks like it has respected the 0.236 level, which is the first area of bounce. So just in case people will take profit and we sustain that candlestick in just the same level, so I think now we can say that indeed it just bounced at the 0.236 area. Then most actions will happen to the upside. This is a good stock, of course. Morocco, we all rely on their services. Pure gold, I think it's just a temporary bounce. No, temporary retracement. Like people are taking profit, and then it will just continue to move up in the coming days. We're still far from the resistance area. Even if you just peg your profit in this level, that's already a good one. Oops, so that should be around 46.44. Settings 46.44. Okay, so that's the nearest resistance that I see. But if you ask me, is pure gold still going to move up? I'd say yes. We have not reached the overbought level yet. But if you ask me, am I going to go and get in right away? I'd say I'd wait. Maybe the nearest possible retracement area would be around this level. Could be, right? It will form a brand new support. So just you can give it a try at 40 level if you want, but really I'm more of a bounce player. When it bounces right here, revisits your MA20 line, I'd be more comfortable entering at that level. So if it breaks, just in case it breaks, moves down, next area would be your MA20, which is 35.57. Or where's that? 35.35. So that's the next support if it breaks. Okay, at the moment, first support level, second. Okay, but this is just temporary. I have a strong feeling that the market will still give us a chance at the MA20 line. This is actually a resistance. The reason why I said that is sometimes this could act as a new support because we broke this area. But at least you have two, right? 40 and 35 level to look out for. AEV. AEV is a sign of weakness. If you had a lot of green candlesticks the previous days, there's a big chance that you will also have multiple days in red. So just wait for it at the MA20 line, see if it will bounce there. RLC. RLC also giving us some weakness here. And this is okay, so that's the support. Always remember, guys, if you have something like that, it got rejected at the MA20 line and then followed by a red candlestick, it's an obvious signal that it will dip some more. MPI. Okay, so I think you all know that I entered here at 2.68. That's fine. We're always busy in the morning, and our job really requires my 101 attention. So most of our entries are for long term. If I can lock in some profit halfway, we'll see. Sometimes I'm not also very strict in following my objective, and sometimes it's even better not to look at your stocks so it doesn't bother you. Okay, but for now, I think we will have some more declines for MPI. For those people who are in MPI, let's see if 2.40. Let's see if it stops at 2.40. But 2.40, I think it's already a good bottom to think of. Bloom. Bloom also giving us signs of weakness. I think so. For several days, we're just moving within this range. No progress whatsoever. Each time it touches the 6 peso level, there's a rejection. So in case it drops, it will most likely go back to 4.28 or 4.31. Right? I think, not sure what's happening to our signal. Earlier, yeah. In the meantime, I think I can give back some of the time to you guys for you to study, and I have reviewed, I think, a lot tonight, even in just how many minutes? 24 minutes. We have reviewed several stocks. You can go ahead and play this later on if you are not yet, if you haven't watched this as we speak, and cross-reference it with the market the following day. In the meantime, thank you and good night. You have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Monday, Thursday, and a Good Friday the day after that, so we need to have a break. And yeah, let's pray for this pandemic to stop, and you guys all take care and be healthy. And good night, everyone. Bye bye for now.